My name is Benjamin Owusu-Ansah, and I am an IT consultant and also the ambassador for the African Seasoned Speakers Network. Today, I want to share something briefly with you on what I have titled the fear factor. How many times have you written an exams in your life? But anytime you're about to write a new exams, you experience some kind of fear. Why is it so? Have you ever thought of it? You might be prepared for the whole exams, but when the time is due, fear comes out. Fear, as we say, or as we see it, it's different for all creatures or for all species. In other species, fear only comes up at the sight of a predator. But once they move out of sight of the predator, life goes on normally. But why is that not so with human beings? The moment we encounter anything that we call fear, and we move out of that zone where that fear is being experienced, we still carry it to our world or to the next place that we find ourselves in. I want to briefly share with you four things. There are four mechanisms that we call fear. One is change. The human body is built such that it lives in a comfort zone. So when anything you're about to do that will alter this comfort zone, fear is going to come up. And then two, uncertainty. Imagine you're about traveling to another country to go and pursue a program or a course. You start thinking about the culture of the people, the food they eat, what transportation system do they have in there. A whole lot of things is going to come in, the accommodation, everything. Fear is going to come up. Three, you're going to think of attention. When you've been called upon to do something instantly, even though you are good at doing that thing, because the whole focus is going to be on you, attention is going to be on you, fear is going to come in. And the fourth is struggle. Imagine you're having a deadline to meet and you've not been able to gather all the materials that you need for your presentation. When the time is getting closer, you're going to struggle to make sure you get to the end of that time that has been given to you, and fear is going to come in. Now, fear is simply part of our life. Fear is part of us, and it is being controlled by the medulla in the brain. Now, this has been put there in God's own wisdom so that it prevents human beings from doing certain unreasonable things. Can you imagine if you didn't have fear in your life? You're going to see people playing football on the railways or even on the tarmac. Or people are going to take certain decisions that they are not going to be prompted about fear factor. But hey, after it all, fear in our life is for a purpose. If you're able to understand and know the role fear plays in your life, you're going to use it for your advantage. All you need to do is know what this fear is bringing to my life. I'm about to start a new thing. Fear comes in. What do I need to do? I need to do a lot of research about what I'm going to do. I need to learn about the project I'm going to undertake. I need to learn about this new thing that I'm going to do. And that is what fear is playing in your life. But most often we've relegated fear, or we've labeled fear to be something negative in our life instead for it being something positive for us. So the positivity of fear in our life is knowing the role it is playing in your life and using it to your advantage. I need to research about this whole program. I need to do a study about this whole course so that once it's up for me to deliver, I am able to do it extensively and make it sure that it's to a best level, that I'm not going to experience any form of difficulty, any form of change, any form of uncertainty, any form of attention, any form of struggle. But I am going to be sure that the fear factor that is in me has helped me overcome the challenges that I was going to have, and that I have brought this whole thing to its best that I can ever do. All you need to do, know and understand the role fear plays in your life and use it to your advantage. And hey, listen, fear can never be overcome, but fear can be managed. Have you ever seen a child who wants to play with a dog? The first time the child becomes afraid of playing with a dog, but when you gradually or slowly introduce the child to playing with a dog, the next moment you see the child playing with a dog. Now that doesn't mean that child has overcome fear. The next time the child wants to play with a cat, that fear will come up again. But when the child goes through that same process of slowly or gradually being introduced to the cat, they are going to gel together, they are going to play together, and that fear will be managed. So fear cannot be overcome, but fear can be managed. Thank you so much. My name is Benjamin Owusu-Ansah.